The film talks about a couple, Kate and John Coleman, who are facing problems in their relationship due to the wife's miscarriage of her third child.
To compensate for this loss, they visit a nearby orphanage to adopt a child, and their choice falls on a 9-year-old Russian girl named Esther. There is not much information about Esther's past, but she seems to be a sweet and pathetic girl.
She wins the sympathy of the couple and their deaf daughter, Max, while their son, Daniel, seems less welcoming of the girl joining the family. It does not take long before Kate begins to notice strange things in her new daughter's behavior. She tends to wear clothes that do not suit her age, has more information than a girl her age should know, does not tend to play with her peers, and sometimes becomes violent. Kate conveys her suspicions to the orphanage director, and the director tells her that bad things always happen when Esther is around. Unfortunately for the director, Esther overheard her and later took revenge on her by making her car swerve off the road and then attacking her and killing her with a hammer.
By chance, while Kate was cleaning Esther's room, she discovered important information about her, as she was an inmate in a mental institution in Estonia. So Kate wrote to that institution in order to obtain more information about Esther's past. Meanwhile, Daniel is trying to find the hammer that Esther used to kill the director in order to prove that she is not an innocent child as his parents think. When Esther senses danger from Daniel, she tries to kill him, but Max intervenes and stops her.
Daniel is transferred to the hospital, and Esther goes after him and tries to kill him there by suffocating him with a pillow. But she fails in that, and the doctors are able to save him. Kate finally realizes the truth about Esther and attacks her, but John and the nurses catch her and give her some painkillers. John returns home with Esther and Max, while Kate remains in the hospital. Esther tries to seduce John, taking advantage of his breakdown and drunkenness, but he stops her and tells her that he now believes what Kate said about her and will work to send her back to the orphanage. She becomes very angry and begins to cry. At the hospital, Kate receives a call from the Estonian mental institution, and the calling doctor tells her that Esther is in fact not a child, but rather a 33-year-old woman named Lena Kalmer. She suffers from a hormonal disorder which led to her stunting and dwarfism. She has spent most of her life playing the role of a child. In order to push people to adopt her, her goal is always to seduce the head of the family. She is very fierce and violent. She killed at least 7 people, and the last family that adopted her was killed because the head of the family refused to establish a relationship with her. Returning home, Esther, angry at John's reluctance, begins to remove the makeup from her face to reveal her true features as an adult woman, and soon kills John. Max witnesses her father's murder and hides. Meanwhile, Kate arrives home anxious after learning the truth about Esther, only to find her husband murdered. Esther immediately attacks her, shooting her with a gun and hitting her in the hand. She then begins searching for Max in order to kill her as well, but Kate gets up and surprises Esther with a powerful blow that knocks her unconscious. Then she takes the gun and Max and run away from home. Esther regains consciousness and begins chasing Kate and Max and catches them at a frozen pond. There, she attacks Kate with a knife and succeeds in knocking the gun away from her hand. While Kate and Esther are struggling on the ice that covers the surface of the lake, Max takes the gun and points it at Esther, but she misses to hit her. Instead, she hits the ice and breaks it, causing Kate and Esther to fall into the frozen water. After they struggle for a while in the water, Kate is able to get out, but Esther follows her and grabs her foot. Then she tries to play the role of the innocent child again, pleading with her not to leave her, but Kate responds to her, saying that she is not her mother. Then she kicks her hard in the head, breaking her neck and sending her to the bottom of the pool a lifeless body.